And here is the Vegan's Almanac for today, October 30th, 2024. Today is the birthday of Elsie Shrigley, born on this day in 1899. Elsie Shrigley, also known as Sally Shrigley, was an English vegan activist and a co-founder, along with Donald Watson, of the Vegan Society in 1944. She is credited as coining the term vegan with Watson. She served on the Vegan Society until her death in 1978. It's also the birthday of Stephen R.L. Clark, born on this day in 1945. Stephen R.L. Clark is an English philosopher and professor emeritus of philosophy at the University of Liverpool. Clark specializes in the philosophy of religion and animal rights, writing from a philosophical position that might broadly be described as Christian Platonist. He is the author of 20 books, including The Moral Status of Animals, The Nature of the Beast, and Animals and Their Moral Standing. He argues that logical extension of the liberal tradition of sparing animals unnecessary pain is sufficient to impose a moral obligation of vegetarianism. Clark said, "Let us then be vegetarians at least. For those who have recognized flesh eating for what it is, the merest addiction, it is not necessary, rather it is incompetent to kill and torture animals to eat. There is no moderate amount of flesh that the moralist can decently eat. Until all have reduced their demands to whatever reasonable compromise between the passion for flesh and the distress of the animals the moralist has fixed, he must reduce his demand to zero. The open iniquity of factory farming has this merit, that it makes self-deception about the horrors caused to animals more difficult. It has this demerit, that by contrast the old ways seem courteous and kind. So the existence of concentration camps acclimates us to slums." The publication of Speaking Up for Animals, an anthology of women's voices by Lisa Kemmerer, was on this day in 2011. The book's description reads, "While it is one thing to strive for a cause that fundamentally and primarily benefits you, your freedom, your equality, your environment, or your loved ones, it is quite another matter to take up the torch on behalf of others, especially pigs, dogs, gibbons, and lobsters. Speaking Up for Animals takes us with animal activists as they pull factory farmed chickens from quagmires of unconscionable filth, free gigantic sea lions caught in the death grip of fishing gear, and secure undercover footage of dogs crying for mercy on stainless steel vivisection tables. In the process, they suggest a variety of creative ways that we might help bring change." Lisa Kemmerer is a philosopher activist dedicated to working against oppression, whether on behalf of the environment, non-human animals, or disempowered human beings. Kemmerer is currently Associate Professor of Philosophy and Religions at Montana State University, Billings. And here's a poem for today, Snow in October, by Alice Dunbar-Nelson. "Today I saw a thing of arresting, poignant beauty. A strong young tree, brave in its autumn finery of scarlet and burnt umber and flame yellow, bending beneath a weight of early snow, which sheathed the north side of its slender trunk and spread a heavy white chilly afghan over its crested leaves. Yet they thrust through, defiant, glowing, claiming the right to live another fortnight, clamoring that Indian summer had not come, crying, 'Cheat, cheat,' because winter had stretched long, chill fingers into brown, streaming hair of fleeing October. The film of snow shrouded the proud redness of the tree, as premature grief grazed the strong head of a virile, red-haired man. Alice Dunbar-Nelson's Snow in October. This has been the Vegan's Almanac with a reminder to defiantly claim the right to live for all beings.